Hello, all, welcome back. So let's look into the today's late code problem. Problem name is lexicographically smallest equivalent string. Okay. Now in the problem we are given a two string of same length s1 and s2. Okay. And a string base string. We what they are saying string of I and string means character at in the string 1 at ith index and character at the in the string 2 at the ith index are equivalent character. Okay. Kind of in reasoning we are doing some kind of this na some kind of problem we are doing backed like backed is equivalent to racked kind of thing means what it is stating that from this two word b is stating that b is equivalent to r means instead of b we can use r or instead of r we can use b or we can say like this rat is equivalent to let's say r a e something like that which is stating that this t is equivalent to e kind of thing. Okay, what they are stating. Now, for example, if they also give one same example that let's say string s1 is abc and string s2 is cde. Okay, so it said that a is equivalent to c, b is equivalent to d, and c is equivalent to e. Means vice versa. Okay, equivalent character follow the usual rules of any equivalency relations. Okay, relativity is a also equivalent to a means itself. Okay, for symmetry also a is equivalent to b. Here if we compare implies, so if a is equivalent to b so it will having symmetry rule also that b also equivalent to a means vice versa. Sorry for that. Now second of them is also transitivity. Sorry, what I mean that suppose bat is equivalent to rat. Okay, bat is equivalent to rat. Now, and rat is equivalent to suppose RAE. Okay, so it state that T is equivalent to E. Okay, so in this T, this also is equivalent to E. Okay, or kind of this. Okay, they give one example like this string S1 ABC and S2 is CDE. Okay, so there is a one string base string EED. Okay, we'll take this example here. Okay, so that we try to visualize what they are saying. Okay, we'll paste it here. This example, make it little zoom. Okay, is it readable? I think it will be. Okay, so what they are saying there is two string A, B, and C. Yeah, this one is S1 and string 2. String 2 is CDE. CDE. So it's state that from A is equivalent to C. B is equivalent to this D. Okay. Now C is equivalent to what? C is equivalent to A also because vice versa rule. A and E also. Okay. Now there is a base string and D. What is this base string EED? Okay. So we have to generate one lexico which one string we have to generate lexicographically smallest one we have to generate which is equivalent जो कि equivalent है. Okay, so instead of e we can use the minimum value minimum character which is equivalent to e. So e is here e is equivalent to C, and C is equivalent to A. So we can, instead we can put two combination. What two combination is this? ACD and AAB. They told this two combination ACD and AAB. Okay, so instead of C, E, we have two possibilities, A and C. Here also we have two possibility, A and C. Now for D, D is equivalent to only one, B. Okay, so for this we have one possibility of B. So we have to generate smallest equivalent lexicographically string. Okay, so which one character will take, which is smallest one. So which one is smallest? A. Here also A, and here is B. So AAB. This AAB is the smallest one. This is our problem statement, and so we have to return this smallest lexicographically smallest one. So how can we jump on this solution? So can we think, means can we think in term of graph? Means what using this S1 and S2, what they say? They are saying that from A we can able to jump C. Okay, from B we can able to jump D, and vice versa also, comma. From C we able to jump A, and from D we able to jump B. Means these work as a edges. Okay, this is one edge, this is the second one edge, this one is the third, fourth. Means each edge will be as a bidirectional edge. Okay, and this C is indicating that from C we able to jump on E, and from vice versa, from E node we able to jump on C node. Okay, so to fetch the minimum equivalent in the range of A to Z, to fetch the minimum equivalent, okay, for each character we have to fetch the minimum equivalent. What we have to fetch? Minimum equivalent. Okay, so what we have to do? We'll iterate. So will we based on this adjacency list, what we do? From we'll start from A to will go C to, now what will be the next? C to, we can go on A, and from C we can able to, here from C we able to go on E. So based on that, whatever the node we traverse, so based on the value of the node we'll update the minimum value. What we update? The minimum value for the current one, and while traversing, suppose as I traverse C also. Okay, so while traversing will update the value of C also. What will the minimum value of C? Is the either A or either C. So we'll update minimum for this node, whatever the node value, node comma the I its parent, whatever the minimum. So based on that, in the end, once we find the minimum equivalent for corresponding to each character, then what will be our problem? Now we have to made equivalent like this, E and D. Now we have we know what will be the equivalent, smallest equivalent to E is A, smallest equivalent to E is A, smallest equivalent to D is B. So we'll simply return this string. Okay, let's look into the code side, how we can approach. So first we have to create, first step is we have to create adjacency list. Okay, here we create adjacency list. Okay, one second. As I push the same node also, is it needed? Let me check. Is it needed to push the same node twice? No. Let me check. Is it working? No, fine. Let me test. Okay. Now we have to take one map. In that map, what we do? This map is store the smallest equivalent is small char means key, here key is the character, and value will be the smallest as smallest equivalent. Okay, first we'll update this smallest equivalent with the some maximum value. So from the sky table I took this random variable which is greater than all. Okay, means greater than z. Now this is our method for bfs. So after that we'll look into this bfs. Before that, what we did, we have to iterate, means we have to do bfs for each node. Okay, for each node a to z. In that, what we did, we'll append that current node in the queue. We'll create one visited array, means we have to stop also. We have to stop because don't want to traverse each node again and again. That's why we'll take visited array here. Now after that, we'll based on the queue this visited array and the current character, we'll call the bfs method. Now we'll look into this. What we did in bfs, we'll in the bfs method we'll do simple bfs approach. Fetch the current element. Based on the current element, first we have to update, what we have to update, the minimum value. Suppose we are traversing for this current. Okay, let's say a. So we have to update the minimum value, whatever the minimum for the current one is. Either we can get it from the minimum value of the character, or either we can get it from the minimum of the current. Okay, current character. Suppose the current character is already traversed, so that's why we'll fetch this value. Now suppose this current character is not fetched, not traversed. Okay, but the current character is still less than. Okay, so in that case we'll update the this our minimum equivalent will be minimum character. Yeah, either current character. Okay, current node. Or we have to update, means while be, doing bfs, we have to update current character also, means current node also with the minimum of the current one, or the minimum from the for the adjacent node. Okay, this current node for which we are traversing and the adjacent node. Okay, we have to update for both of them. Now and after that, in this loop we have to iterate for all of the character adjacent character. Okay, means all of the equivalent character will here will maintain visited. If we mark each character as mark each adjacent character as a visited, and then push that character in the queue. Okay, based on that we'll update bfs. So bfs implementation is very simple. But the question is that why we traverse, in which scenario we need to do this bfs again and again, means two times. Why, what's the need of this? Okay, so let's look into the one test case. So from the this test case we'll get it. Okay, why and what's the need. Okay, so if we take this b value, okay, is here, it will be give me b, but the minimum equivalent will be a as per their expectation. See, for this here also b, and this is my output b, smallest equivalent as per my. But what they told, minimum value will be a. In this test case it is failing. Okay, so it is corresponding to which one? Hmm? It is corresponding to which one? This b is corresponding to this. Let me just do one thing. I was take this same example here and just check. Okay, what do we have to check? Let me just copy this code once. Okay, only for showing you in which scenario it is failing. And just for as of now, we'll do some see in see out, okay, for debugging purpose. So it will be helpful for no means at okay. So see what's the for the B, what will be the minimum value here in the first iteration for the B. From A on which whatever node we traverse A, C, D, E, G node we traverse. After that for B on whatever the node we traverse F and I. So while traversing on the F and I, it is traversing on F and I, F and I. Okay. So here it is calculating the minimum value. But if we go further in our list, so here for C, it is traversing on A, F, I, and J. Okay, so C is equivalent to A, so the minimum value of will be A. And for this F and I, the minimum value for F and I will also will become A. If we see in the latest stage where it is F and I, C, the minimum value of I will be B, and whatever the value of F is still B. It is not updated. Okay, why it is not updated? Because till here it is not traversed. That's the main reason. That's why what we did here, once calculate the mini smallest equivalent for each character. Okay, after that do the same thing one more time. Okay, it will recalculate the best whatever the smallest equivalent character corresponding to this B. Okay, this is the approach. Okay, I think the approach is clear and the question problem statement is all, both are clear. So let me stop the video here. Just comment on the video based on the understanding and explainability. I try to make it better. Okay, thank you all. Bye.